This is the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Wednesday, the 20th of December. I'm Michael Groff. Clouds out there. We did have a few showers around this morning. We should see a break in any precipitation activity for at least the next 24 to 30 hours or so. But active weather returns to the region by tomorrow night. Increasing chances of rain. Could see some thunderstorms. Maybe a little bit of heavy rain at times too. Of course, still the questions. Where? When? How much rain will there be? What about some cooler temperatures? We'll see those and that all-important Christmas Day forecast. We'll talk about all of it and everything else as we dive on in. First, take a look at that almanac from yesterday. 77 degrees the afternoon high, but more important is that morning low of 59, and that's in that orangish color there because that is a record warm, low temperature for the date. And we saw a bunch of those in the summer, and now here in the month of December, we're seeing some very warm overnight lows. We were only in the upper 50s again this morning as well. 65 and 45 are the averages for this time of year. We did pick up 1/100th of an inch of rain yesterday, officially in the bucket at Sky Harbor. We've had another 100th of an inch this morning. So 2 days with measurable rain in a row. How about that? All right, as we take a look outside right now at 11:30 a.m., partly sunny sky across the area, 65 at Sky Harbor, dew point 50, 56% the humidity. It's breezy, though. Wind from the east at 18, and the barometer is steady. Here's the upper level weather pattern across the nation right now, and you can see we've got an area of low pressure that's deepening out there off of the California coast. That's going to be our next weather maker. Now, ahead of it, there is some moisture being pulled on in here, and that's all the clouds that you're seeing around, but a little bit of a dry slot will come in later today, tonight, and through at least the first half of the day tomorrow, and that should clear the clouds out of here, and actually, with a southerly flow, tomorrow could turn out to be a fairly warm day with temperatures well up in the 70s before that system comes on in Thursday night, Friday, and it lingers into Saturday. Watch warning maps and flood watches picking up there across parts of southern and central California. And again, no indication yet from the National Weather Service we'll have any flood watches issued here, but there could be some local flooding with this upcoming rain event on Friday, maybe into Saturday. The convective outlook for today, we're not expecting any organized areas of severe weather. Some thunder possible out here across the southwest, though. And here's a look at precipitation. This is valid through Wednesday morning of next week. Rain amounts in Phoenix between about 1.25 inches to 1.75 inches, and a little bit more than that in the favored upslope areas north and east of Phoenix. And so this could still be a pretty good rain event. We'll talk about the details of it right now as we get to the models. Take a look at things. This is the GFS. It is the 12Z run. This is valid at 5 o'clock this afternoon. All right, that area of low pressure to the west of us, southerly, southwesterly flow in here. What it means down at the surface for the rest of the day today, we're pretty much done with the isolated showers around this morning. We'll start to see the clouds clearing out of here for this afternoon. We'll call it partly cloudy, high temperatures. Yeah, we should still manage to make it up into the lower to middle 70s. And then for tonight, clouds clearing out, mostly clear sky. Lows should drop into the 40s in the cool spots, low and mid 50s in the urban core. The humidity levels are up, so with moisture around, we're still going to be fairly mild tonight. Then tomorrow, the day looks actually mostly sunny, at least most of the day. I think we'll start to see some clouds creeping in here by the afternoon. But high temperatures tomorrow, yeah, pretty warm. We could be well up in the mid 70s, maybe even upper 70s in the warmest desert spots. It's not really going to feel all that December-like. Certainly not like the first day of winter. The winter solstice is tomorrow evening, and the shortest day of the year, and it's just going to feel very mild. Now, by tomorrow night, that area of low pressure will approach the Southern California coast, and moisture really increases rapidly here. We'll see that top-down saturation of the atmosphere, so slight chance of showers in the evening, showers becoming likely after midnight. And then on Friday, it's a day with increasing rain becoming widespread. So we'll call it for periods of rain. And in the afternoon, could see some isolated thunderstorms because there's enough dynamic support, stronger winds in the mid-levels here to at least support some isolated convection. And where that does occur, could see some locally heavy downpours. But otherwise, the rain will be a pretty stratified light to moderate rain. Will it rain all day? Maybe not, but most of the day at least. So kind of a washout of a day. And again, isolated thunderstorms, nothing severe. at this point, but that is still a possibility too. The thunder and some gusty winds with the stronger storms. And high temperatures on Friday will fall back. We should stay in the 60s throughout the day. Friday night, the rain continues. Saturday, showers are likely in the morning. We'll start to see a decrease in showers in the afternoon, but a follow-up wave could come through, and that may bring in at least a few showers and a rumble of thunder perhaps in the afternoon with a little bit more cool and unstable air aloft. So we'll still call for a 60 to 70% chance of rain even through the day on Saturday, at least the morning hours. High temperatures, probably just in the low to mid 60s. It's going to be a coolish day, although that's actually pretty close to seasonal averages for this time of year. Now on Sunday, looks like most of the moisture is out of here. We can't completely rule out a stray shower perhaps someplace on Christmas Eve, but for the most part, we're going to take that out of the forecast. High temperatures still somewhere in the upper 50s to low 60s for your Christmas Eve. And then that all-important Christmas Eve night and then the Christmas Day forecast. Well, it looks cool and dry-ish. Mostly sunny sky for Christmas Day. Now, we'll start the day out with somewhat drier air coming on in here. We could be in the upper 30s to low 40s for Christmas morning. High temperatures near 60 for Christmas Day. And all in all, that's a little bit below average, but nothing that out of bounds here for late December. Then after Christmas is over, we'll start to see a small warming trend, highs low to mid 60s for Tuesday. And then a week from today, this is Wednesday, the 27th. Ridging is trying to build in from the west, and if that's right, drier northwesterly flow comes in, and that looks dry. And going out 10 days, this is Friday, the 29th, and another low-pressure area is approaching us from the west. Again, just a ton of different solutions as to how this will play out. At this point, we could see a return to unsettled weather just in time for the end of the year, and that would be nice. We'd love to see some more rain around here, but that particular look doesn't look all that impressive. Maybe a few showers coming in by the end of next week and the following weekend. All right, so looking at precipitation, rainfall for Phoenix. This is coming off of the GFS ensemble. This goes out through the 3rd of January, and if this works out, then rain amounts around an inch here. At least that's the ensemble mean. Now, the European ensemble has been much more aggressive. And the European, statistically speaking, is a more reliable model in the medium range. But I'm not so sure about this. We're looking at the ensemble mean approaching 2 inches. You've got the control member approaching 2.5 inches. There are individual members here that are near 4 inches of rain. And again, nobody would complain, or very few of us would complain, if we saw that kind of rain around here over the next couple of weeks. I just don't know if that is going to occur. But still, the idea of a fairly active pattern, not only here for this upcoming system, but perhaps at the end of next week and going into the new year, that's what the European says is likely. And then temperatures off the national blend of models. Well, we're above average today, tomorrow, and then cooler temperatures as the rain comes in Friday, Saturday, and we'll continue with somewhat closer to seasonal average temperatures for much of next week. With ridging building in, I would not be surprised to see high temperatures getting back toward the 70s, but that may be short-lived. All right. We have a comment, we have a donation to talk about here, and if you want to support us monetarily, and I really hope you do, then you can always click on that little thanks icon below the video here on YouTube. And $2, $5, $500, every dollar that you contribute really does help us to continue this channel. Of course, you don't have to donate anything. Just by your watching and your sharing and your liking and your commenting helps us in the algorithm as well. And so everything that you guys do is so appreciated. But I wanted to take this opportunity to thank this guy here for donating $10 to us yesterday. Really, really do appreciate that. Thank you so much, good sir. And also there is there's a comment there about what do I believe is the probability that this upcoming system will basically be a bust. I don't think it's going to be a bust. I guess it depends on what you think of as a bust. For me, that would be, what, 1/10 of an inch or 2/10 of an inch. I think this system will be a fairly robust one for us. I'm not so sure if I buy into the Europeans' very aggressive solution. But sooner or later, one of those aggressive solutions, we're going to get one of those that actually does come to fruition. Not saying that's going to be with this, but I think rain amounts anywhere from 1/2 to 1 inch are very realistic with this system. And that's a decent chunk of precipitation for us, especially given that we didn't even get any of that. We got nowhere near that for our monsoon season. We haven't had anywhere near that so far in the fall or winter here, meteorological winter. So we haven't had significant precipitation since March. So we're looking for it, all right? And that is going to do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video is due back here tomorrow morning. Should you happen to enjoy these videos, as mentioned, be sure to like, subscribe, share, click that notification bell. Leave your comments, questions, and suggestions. And of course, the executive producer of the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion is my one and only, the sweetest of all time, the Asian sensation, and the proprietor of sweetchildaz.com.org and the Facebook page of the same name, Sweet Child Arizona, talking about my Michelle. So please, by all means, check her out. Thanks again so much, everybody. You guys be safe out there and have yourselves a beautiful rest of your Wednesday.